Hash rate all-time high, network activity all-time high, volume all-time high. Everything's all-time high except the price. So it's just a matter of time before Bitcoin's price catches up and forms a new all-time high. It's really that simple. Yeah, and then looking at a few charts, obviously that's a pretty bullish, that's a pretty bullish pattern breaking out of this wedge, and we're pretty much there. We're breaking out, and if we continue this and we break through 50,000, well, guess what? We're heading higher, right? Once we break 50,000, things move really quickly. If you look at how fast Bitcoin fell before from the 50,000 range, we got to go all the way back, right? So we're like right here now. We're this right here, this 48,000 is important to break. But after that, you can see the next resistance is at 52. And then after that, we're talking about like 60,000, right? We fell really fast from top. We were not above 50,000 for that long, just a few months. So once we crack through this 53,000, 60,000 is right around the corner, guys. It could come really quick, like really quick. So we just need to first breach through where we are, head to about this point, this next stop, about 52.3. Then it's going to be wild. FOMO will build, and then once we break through that, we could be at 60,000 in no time. And then afterwards, we're going to mimic all the cycles before. When we're in the parabolic rise, I don't even know where we're going. We're going to 200, 250, 300, 500,000 by the end of this cycle. I don't know. I think these ETFs compounding and just eating away at the circulating supply, I think it's going to add up. It's going to add up. We're soon going to see in the future where these ETFs are adding about $1 billion worth of Bitcoin per day. Over 365 days, that's 365 billion. Okay, but I think during the parabolic rise, it'll be more than $1 billion a day. It could be like 2 or 3 or 5 billion a day going into them. There's just not enough. The supply shock is going to be so massive that the market can't handle it. That's how it's going to be. That's how I feel. Yeah. I like colors. A lot of you guys like colors. And basically we're the color deep yellow, which is right before orange and red. And that's when the parabolic rise starts. We're not quite there yet. After a halving event, we're going to start seeing that. And that's when we go to the moon. I've been talking about ETFs all day long, every day, right? People underestimate ETFs. I've said this is going to be a big thing. It's a big catalyst that will continue to drive a lot of institutions into the space. And they're going to keep on buying. And they're going to keep on buying. As the FOMO hits, as Bitcoin goes upwards, they're going to buy more. So it's just going to repeat. 200,000 Bitcoin taken out of circulation in less than 1 month of trading. It's enormous. Just look at that. It's only been less than 3 weeks, guys. Less than 3 weeks and 200,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, that's so much if you think about it. And if you're looking at a grand total here, this site is a really, really good site. But this looks at all the ETFs, countries, publicly traded companies, private companies, and mining companies. It shows you the Bitcoin they hold, and it's already at 10%. ETFs is dominating. Okay, MicroStrategy is dominating at 190,000 Bitcoin, valued at $9 billion today. But if you scroll down and look at ETFs, Grayscale still has a ton, 22 billion, even though they've been selling off a lot. But look at BlackRock, look at Fidelity, and look at the other ones. ETFs don't just exist in the US. You have CoinShares, they have one that's 2.3 billion. You have the one in Canada at 1.1 billion. And you have another one at 1 billion. And then you got all these others. Come on, guys. Supply shock, it's happening. These big boys are buying up everything. And that's just going to escalate. So this cycle could be so great that, It's just a compounding effect, really. Like I said, the more FOMO there is, the more people, of course, buy. And then, more Bitcoins can be taken out of circulation. And it's just going to keep on going. It's just going to compound upon itself. And, all-time high will be around the corner. And after that, the sky's the limit. Net ETF flows. Obviously, when you see it go down, Bitcoin's price goes down, the net inflow goes up, Bitcoin goes up. It's quite simple, but this is showing at 45,000, not even at 47,000, right? So that means, you know what I'm thinking now? Because we haven't seen this for a long time where we went to bed and in the morning, Bitcoin shot up so much. That means Asia is starting to buy. North America has been leading the way when it comes to Bitcoin. We know because usually we'll see a movement in the middle of the day, right? And then it kind of like dies down at night. That means Asia's really not interested. But this is the first time in a long time that I remember we went to bed and then Bitcoin jumped up 5%. That's pretty significant. That means Asia is now starting to FOMO. So when you have both the East and the West FOMOing into Bitcoin, man, that's going to be a crazy 1-2 punch. BlackRock considers increasing Bitcoin holdings. Not a surprise. Even though the ETFs already have billions within, that's from other people that are holding it. But BlackRock themselves, who knows? They haven't disclosed their own private wallet. They may have $10 billion of Bitcoin in there already. Larry Fink may have more Bitcoin than even Michael Saylor. Who knows? And BlackRock holds not majority ownership, but a minority ownership in every single company that has anything to do with Bitcoin already. And they're considering increasing their holdings. So think about that. These guys are going to buy up as much as they can, guys. I've been saying this like clockwork, like a broken clock every single day, no matter if the price goes up or down, because this is happening. This is happening behind the scenes. 99% of people out there do not care. They only care about the price going up and down daily. But what's really happening is more and more Bitcoin is being taken away, taken out of circulation. And that's why Bitcoin will go up in price. Now, right now, of course, we just moved in February, and that 1% is outdated. But so far, we have 6 consecutive green months. January, barely green, 0.62%. So that almost didn't count. In February, obviously, we just started. But I'm thinking this month is going to be green. March is going to be green. April is going to be green. May is going to be green. June is going to be green. July is going to be green. August, September, October, November, December. We may make history and have how many months? 14 consecutive months of green. And the reason being, I just don't see why anytime this year it's going to start turning bearish. This month and next month, people are ready, the ETFs are going to carry us. ETFs, I already got done saying it's going to carry us forward. And then in April, the halving event comes. May, we have the rate cut that's coming. Then we have June and July because of the rate cuts and the ETFs and the halving that's going to carry us. And then we're getting close to the presidential election, that's in November. So August, September, October are going to be very bullish too. I mean, we might have 14 consecutive months of green. That might be a little bit too bullish, but man, the way we're going, I just don't see anything stopping this train right now.